there and welcome. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for this explainer. Think of me as your personal fitness coach for the next few minutes, because today we are taking a fascinating look at the ultimate framework for improving your daily posture. We're going to break down the anatomy of an incredibly effective routine that's built on just 5 simple daily posture fixes. And don't worry, there's absolutely no confusing fitness jargon here, just scientifically accurate, super easy to understand concepts that we can learn together. So go ahead and get comfortable. Actually, scratch that. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, and let's get started.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to do a quick mental check right now. Just pause and feel how you're sitting. Are you currently slumped over your keyboard? Or maybe you're staring down at your phone right now, curled up like a human question mark. Hey, no judgment. We literally all do it. Modern life essentially forces us into these forward folding positions all day long. But why does healthy posture actually matter for your everyday life? Well, it goes way beyond just looking confident, though let's be honest, that is a pretty fantastic side effect. Fun fact, for every single inch your head tilts forward out of alignment, it adds about 10 extra pounds of pressure to your spine. To put that into perspective, that's like carrying a bowling ball on your neck. Good posture is the structural foundation of your entire body. When your spine is aligned correctly, your muscles don't have to work in absolute overdrive just to hold your head up. It prevents those chronic aches, the tension headaches, and that dreaded tech neck so many of us are dealing with right now. Proper alignment even opens up your chest cavity, which allows your lungs to expand fully so you can breathe deeper and actually feel more energized throughout the whole day. It is, for sure, the ultimate daily life hack.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the blueprint, a beginner-friendly approach.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the absolute contrast. When a lot of people hear the phrase corrective exercise, their mind immediately jumps to the super intimidating elements of complex gym routines. You know the ones: grunting, heavy metal plates clanking around, totally confusing machines, and a huge, exhausting time commitment. But the blueprint we are unpacking today removes literally all of those barriers. We are looking at beginner-friendly, at-home fixes that require little to no equipment whatsoever. You don't need to deadlift a heavy barbell to fix a slouch. You just need your own body weight, a tiny bit of floor space, and the willingness to move. It's a real game changer because it is entirely about accessibility. You can do this in your living room, in your pajamas, while waiting for your morning coffee to brew. The whole shebang is right at your fingertips.
Which brings us nicely to section 2, the technique checklist, anatomy of the perfect exercise. Whenever you're bringing any of these 5 foundational posture exercises into your routine, you definitely don't want to just wildly mimic a movement and hope for the best. First, you need to define what it is, getting a crystal clear, simple picture of the action in your head. Next, you got to nail down how to do it correctly, because let's face it, a sloppy exercise is an ineffective one. Then pinpoint which muscles it helps. This builds that powerful mind-muscle connection. And understanding why it improves posture, well, that becomes your motivation. If you actually know the science of how a specific movement is physically pulling your shoulders back into proper alignment, you're going to be so much more likely to stick with it. And finally, you have to know the common mistakes to avoid, so you can pre-correct any errors before they have a chance to turn into bad habits.
So the crucial point is, this basically boils down to a super clear 3-step recipe for total success. Step 1, understand the movement and execution. Step 2, identify the target muscles and the benefits so you know exactly why you're doing the work. And step 3, recognize and avoid those common mistakes. Applying this checklist to your home routine completely eliminates the guesswork. You transition from just sort of going through the motions to executing a scientifically accurate, purpose-driven movement that fundamentally changes the way your spine carries your body through the world.
Now, taking a slightly more serious note, let's look at section 3, crucial safety guidelines. Listen to your body. There is a fantastic rule from our source material that is completely 100% non-negotiable. I'll read it directly. Move slowly, avoid pain, and stop if an exercise causes discomfort. We live in this fitness culture that is constantly preaching no pain, no gain, right? Well, I want you to take that phrase and just completely throw it out the window when it comes to posture correction. Posture exercises are all about gentle, subtle realignment of your skeletal structure and the surrounding muscles. If you're rushing through the movements, you're just going to use momentum instead of actual muscle control. And if you push into sharp pain, your body's going to tense up as a defense mechanism, which completely defeats the purpose of opening up and aligning your spine in the first place. Treat your body with respect and always move with intention.
And this brilliantly illustrates a fundamental rule for any health journey. As simple and beginner-friendly as these daily fixes are designed to be, there are always exceptions. If you have pre-existing injuries, chronic back issues, herniated discs, or any other medical conditions, you absolutely must seek advice from a qualified healthcare professional before starting any new exercises. While we're having a great time unpacking this framework together in this explainer today, your physical therapist or your doctor is the ultimate authority on your specific anatomical needs. Getting that medical clearance ensures that the blueprint you follow is perfectly tailored and completely safe for your unique physiology.
All right, let's bring that energy right back up for our final piece, Section 4, the power of consistency, a daily habit. Here is the real secret sauce to transforming your posture. Practice consistently for just a few minutes each day. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But really think about it. Your bad posture wasn't created in a single afternoon. No way. It was created by thousands of hours of slouching at desks, driving cars, and looking down at screens. You simply cannot undo a chronic daily habit with a frantic, intense 1-hour workout just once a month. The magic actually happens in the microdosing of these simple posture fixes. Taking just a few minutes every single day to run through your routine acts as a constant, gentle reminder to your nervous system. It literally tells your body, hey, this upright aligned position, yeah, this is our new normal. Consistency beats intensity every single time when it comes to posture.
Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway. You now understand the blueprint. You know the checklist to ensure absolutely perfect technique. You know the safety boundaries to protect yourself. And you deeply understand the immense power of just a few minutes of daily consistency. The only thing missing from this entire equation right now is action. So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. Are you ready to align your spine today? Not next Monday, not when you finally buy a fancy new yoga mat, but today. Your body is literally the only vehicle you get for this life, so let's make sure it's standing tall. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this explainer. Keep learning, keep moving, and I'll catch you next time.